Narcissistic abuse. Discovering the security within yourself. What I mean by that is that once you get to the point to where you've overcame and survived narcissistic abuse, and that you have found closure, rediscover who you are, become that mother that you've always wanted within yourself, becoming that mother um, to for yourself. I mentioned several videos back about um, becoming that mother that you never had. Once you accepted the fact that your narcissistic mother will never be the mother that you needed, and so you actually have to become that mother for yourself. You actually have to become the mother that you need for yourself. And remember, I spoke about um, things about you define what a good real mother is to you. If you Google it or reach within your heart and think and brainstorm, and you learn how to become that mother for yourself, because that will heal you. Remember, I mentioned that several videos back. But once you do all those things I just mentioned, then you'll know who you are. You will discover within time. And I know that this video was also supposed to be also like making yourself a healthy person. Well, this kind of ties into this video because making yourself healthy from doing the mental work of those things I just mentioned. Also, at some point, you got to physically take care of yourself, and it's so important. And once you physically take care of yourself, physically, and maybe lose some weight, lose a couple pounds here and there, and really, really, I could tell you one thing what that fitness has really done for me with working out, and that's helped me even more so. I mean, I've had confidence since I've healed from narcissistic abuse, but I've also the working out reinforces my confidence in myself even more. And I don't mean cocky either. I mean confidence in knowing who you are and discovering who you are. And working out will give you so much confidence. I mean, it reinforces the confidence that I was rebuilding, after the narcissistic abuse by my narcissistic mother and late enabling father and my bio sisters. So I wanted to add on to here, like, once you know who you are and you're secure with who you are and doing that, it's basically once you know who you are and you discover that within yourself, you'll be very much secure with yourself, to the point that if you ever get attacked by a narcissist, like a complete stranger on the street, an internet troll, employer, co-worker that are narcs, then those things that they tell you, like every attack, will bounce right off of you. And I remember the last video I mentioned this jerk-off troll that really attacked me because I voiced my opinion about a particular video that I mentioned in the last video. And it wasn't even, like I said, it was not my video. But this guy, even after I made the last video, just continually just kept hammering and hammering, kept quoting everything I said, copy and paste and put quotation marks around what I said. And he was trying to control me. He was trying to get me to think the way he wants me to think, and I just didn't let him have that satisfaction. And we basically just went back and forth, back and forth. And I just kept standing my ground, standing my ground. And of course, at some point, he was calling me a narcissist, which I know I'm not. And many of you that know me and that has followed me for quite some time know that I'm not. But it's funny how this noise wants to project that his narcissistic um, personality on me. And I just the very, very last comment um, that I shared, of course, I mean, he was calling me all kinds of names like imbecile, retard. I mean, just imagine. And don't you know, those words did not affect me. I just kept on attacking back. And it wasn't so much, and you know what was so, what that I could say the sweet victory in the end to this Jerkington is basically he's not succeeding in making me angry. But with each comment that he kept coming back, he got more angry. I could just tell by the tone. He became more angrier and saying my feelings are stupid and I shouldn't have those feelings. We all know that's typical narc, right? So, but I just kept attacking him and, stating facts and basically just but I mean I'm not going I mean I know I've read quite a bit of the comments of he and I back and forth, but I'm just going to share the very, very last comment, and after that he really shut the hell up. um but anyway, and I'm just going to just call him, like, I got a new name for this jerk. I'm going to call him Jerkington. Like in the last video I called him Numbnuts Narc, but I find it even more suitable that he's just a Jerkington. The Jerkington Narc. So this is what this Jerkington Narc, my last comment to this jerk was, you didn't get your way with me because I refused to fall for your retarded BS. See, he wanted his way with me by keep quoting what I kept saying, my responses, and putting them in quotation marks, and to me it's like this guy is really immature, and I could tell that's an obvious sign of a control freak, and he just was not going to control me. But anyway, basically, I was all on top of that. I said, keep dreaming, control freak. I don't care about your stupid, idiotic evidence of your BS. You're the one acting like a child because I will not bow down to a piece of shit like you. I don't have to prove shit to you, troll. Why would I want to know shit about you other than you're a worthless troll who gives a damn what you say here as well? You don't want to say what you do because you do nothing and you always be a nobody. I don't have to answer to a little-eyed troll like you or anyone. Take your points of evidence of the BS that you're trying to break me down with and cram it up your ass. Because he was just trying to break me down with these so-called facts and evidence and things like that, and telling me, about an article back, like I said, 4 years ago, saying, well, this is the latest trend and this is the job market, this is what the job market takes, da 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 da. Dude, that article was 4 years ago. The job market always changes. No matter how much time passes by, just like your iPhones. How many versions of iPhones come out within a short period of time? Even your Samsung Galaxies constantly coming out, like really frequently. And as much of an avid bowler as I am, I know about every 3 to 6 months there's always a new type of bowling ball coming out into the market that a bowling ball manufacturer releases all the time. So it's no different than the job market. It's always changing. But this guy's going to say, oh, it don't change. Yeah, right. But anyway, it says, because this guy just said something like, nobody cares about your hardship. So obviously, the way this guy was commenting to me acts like, and I can just tell it's obvious, this guy actually is on a gravy train. Actually, this guy, it's obvious. he obviously, like I said, has connections. He obviously has, if not connections, either mommy and daddy helping him with connections. I mean, get everything given him on a silver platter, or I could say a shitty platter, because, that's what it is. And somebody like me that don't have that luck of having connections will continually be ignorant to try to understand where I'm coming from. So you could tell he's just very ignorant. But anyway, I just said, I would love to see your gravy train come to an end so you can experience hardship. And then I just called him weak and he's a candy ass, and and I just told him, I was like, so you think that quoting everything I say here is your way of controlling me? Fat chance. It says, and then trying to tell me something like, oh, I mean, this is really funny. It's basic. I could go back to his last comment to me. I mean, it's basically something like, you don't. Now this last bit of his last comment to me says, you don't get to educate anyone here with your little stories, and that's just how it is. And then I just basically just say, what did I say here? Who the hell do you think you are, trying to dictate what I can and can't educate? And I just basically told him, you're nobody. I will say what I want. And I called him a worthless troll. Keep responding while I laugh my ass off at you. And I just said, you can't break me. And I asked, is that the best you can do? Because I just let his insults, these things that kind of flash back by calling me, he's called me a list of names: imbecile, retard, which I've been constantly labeled by my narc mother. And the more he called me retard, the more I just kept on coming back at him. And he didn't drain my energy, because I actually drained his. You know why? Because with every response that he was giving me, he was basically just constantly trying to control me, to try to control my thoughts, to get me to think and agree, to give in and agree with him. And I just was like, it's not happening. So that in itself, when you know who you are and you're secure with who you are, and you get these insult tantrums, I mean, these insults by these narcs that call you imbecile, retard, or whatever names that you ever heard growing up being told by your narcissistic mother or siblings or whatever. And when you hear those names coming from a troll or from a complete stranger, those words bounce off you. And they actually bounced off of me. And they bounced off of me, and they fueled me to continually to stand my ground. It wasn't a matter of, like I said in the last video, it's not the matter of winning the argument. It's the matter of standing my ground and not allow this Jerkington troll to try to get his way with me by keep emphasizing this and that and the other. And I mean, I was basically pissing him off just by his tone and how, I mean, the posts were like yay long, and I could tell I was pissing him off. Because remember in a video that I did by making your narcissistic plans backfire, or kind of more, I don't think it was that video. No, it was making something meaningless. I guess making their attacks meaningless, or making their words meaningless. Basically, that's exactly what I did. I applied what I taught you in that particular video. I applied it to this troll, and I will continually apply it to any narc troll that tries to attack me, whether it's on my channel or if I'm giving a feedback or a comment to any other YouTube video other than my own, I'm going to stand my ground. And every time I've stood my ground, it makes me stronger. And that's what being secure within yourself does. Once you know who you are and you stick onto that belief, knowing that that's who you are, that anything on the contrary, like those insults, don't faze you anymore. And they don't faze me anymore. Because I take those and I just let it fuel me standing my ground. So basically, standing my ground and not backing down. I didn't back down to this troll. And I'm not going to back down to any other trolls. Just not happening. So, basically, I really put him in his place. I've actually put him in his place because I'm secure and I know who I am. And it's so funny how once you try to rebuild yourself and you know who you are, it's funny how you get some people that just want to just tear you down, call you every name in the book, and even names that you heard with what your narc mom calls you, or narc father, or siblings, or whoever. It creates a flashback, but I was able to turn that flashback into just adding more power to even more stand my ground. And I won that battle. I won the battle of standing my ground without backing down. That's what it is. And you, my viewers out there and subscribers, I'm showing you and I'm living proof that surviving narcissistic abuse and overcoming and finding closure and finding out who you are and becoming that mother that you needed to be, that you did need, that you didn't get from your own mother, your own narc mother, and you heal that wounded inner child within you by becoming that mother that you needed. And rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your confidence, rediscovering who you are, and start really knowing what you're about. That anything that any jerk would try to tell you, on the contrary, no longer affects you anymore. But you're able to effectively stand your ground without backing down. And that is what a narcissist does not like. Whether it be a troll, whether it be your own narcissistic mother, narc brother, narc sisters, uncles, whoever. They don't like to see you stand your ground because they've lost control. And I'm telling you, it can be done. I'm living proof. I'm still standing. And I would think there would be a lot of people, like many of us, that maybe can't take all that anymore and wanting to commit suicide because it's so damaging. And like I said, fortunately, the feedback that I get here on my channel, unfortunately, I haven't, or even private messages, I could safely say and gladly say that I haven't had anybody ever thinking about that. And I want to emphasize, that's what a narc wants. So I'm saying, once you're secure with yourself, you know, you can save yourself from removing yourself from this earth. And like I said, you have to focus on making yourself a very healthy and strong you, not just mentally, but physically, you know, because mentally, whatever affects you mentally will affect you physically. And once you got the mental part strong, at some point start working on the physical part. And you'll be amazed of even how much more confidence you'll have in yourself. And you'll be amazed of not just how mentally you're strong, but physically strong. To where nothing that anybody could ever say to you is ever going to break you. And actually, this Jerkington broke, I broke him. So you can be victorious. And it is a victory for you. I mean, in my case, a victory for me because I know who I am. And I refuse to back down on what I believe in. I express my feelings. I express what I believed in that video. You know, in that video that I was commenting about, and I was not going to allow that Jerkington narc try to break me. He failed. It's bittersweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Have no idea or clue what I would want the next video to be. Like I said, same scenario, whatever pops up in my head, or maybe something, maybe any other experience that may come up on me. Who knows? But anyway, I see, and I've been keeping an eye on the number of subscriptions that I've gotten on my channel, and I can gladly say that it's increasing, and I'm very, very happy. And those of you that have newly subscribed to my channel, I welcome you with loving, open arms. It's never too late to ever comment on any of my older videos. Like I said in the last video, I don't care if the video was 6 months old, 8 months old, 9 months, 10 months old, whatever, you know. Give me your feedback. Share with me your story. You know, I'd love to hear it. Or if you want to give it to me privately, that's cool. So anyway, I love all you out there. You're not alone. And I want to be that inspiration for each and every one of you to show you that it's possible. It's very, very possible to get where I'm at. It's very possible, but you just gotta take it one day at a time, and like I've always said, make progress. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. And like I said, for the new subscribe that's found me some way, somehow, thank you so much for your subscription. And I appreciate not just you new subscribers, but the many other people that have been following me for a long time. I really appreciate everyone's feedback. New, old, nearly new. I appreciate it. I love it all. And I enjoy reading everybody's posts and stories being shared here on my channel. And that's what my channel is all about. Is to share experiences so we can learn from each other, find out how they're similar, find out how they're different, and learn from the different experiences, because in life you never stop learning. So anyway, please feel free to share my videos as you like to anybody that you may know that's going through the same thing you're going through. By any means, don't hesitate to share my videos. So this is Mary Ellen signing off. And as always, I wish all of you love, peace, and joy. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.